The Drugs and Development Hub is a unique platform which brings together people with an interest in drug policy reform and the challenges of engaging in this particular discussion.
We have been working mostly in the past decades in Latin America and in Asia, but we have received in the past years a growing interest and a growing demand from African partners and from African governments to engage in a development-led approach and also to consider human rights and public health-oriented approaches in drug policy.
Policies so far had not emphasized the fact that you need development in order to counter some of the push factor or pull factors, depending on the circumstances, towards illicit drug market.
We need an all-sector and multi-sectoral approach to drug policy so that everybody brings on the table the knowledge and awareness that they have. Because as for now, I don't think the police is even aware of the transportation routes that are in the country. I don't even think that the courts are aware of the various types of drugs that are being used in this country. And I don't even think the anti-narcotics are aware that there are other new regions in this country that drug use is becoming, a daily issue.
We believe that we need to address those root causes in order to have an impact on drug economies. It's not enough simply to work on the substances, let's say to implement a law enforcement approach and repressive approaches. They are needed and they may be needed in a lot of situations, but they are not enough to create, let's say, a sustainable approach in drug policy to overcome drug economies on the long term.
The importance of this forum is that it brings together people, often people who are not in the same room to discuss the issue, bringing people engaged in specialist policy, with people bearing the brunt of the drug economy on the ground.
In Africa, the preferred choice is the law enforcement approach, but we do know that the law enforcement approach has generally not worked in many countries. So development approach generally will help in developing strategies and effectiveness capacity for the prevention and control of illicit drugs. For example, reducing poverty, reducing inequality, ensuring inclusiveness in economic development and its benefits.
We need to start talking about drug policy reforms. We need to talk about public health perspective. We need to talk about human rights.
Personally, for me, having engaged in the debate around organized crime and illicit drug markets, the key lesson is that there isn't a quick solution or a silver bullet to many of the problems that we confront in this sector. It really does require getting people together, doing multiple things at once, doing it in a coordinated and strategic way, and drawing on political leadership in order to take important steps forward. Unless we do that, this is a challenge that we won't adequately be able to address.